So it's TeamStrub day 46, and I'm here in Honolulu with Kaulana from GSA Hawaii. So Kaulana, thanks for taking the time this afternoon to meet with me. So Kaulana, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Okay. My name is Kaulana Chang. I am the director of GSA Hawaii, right here in Honolulu. GSA Hawaii, or Gay Straight Alliance Hawaii, our main mission is to support all the GSAs, Gay Straight Alliances, in the state, through middle schools, through high schools, and through colleges.
Okay, great. So how big is the reach of the GSA? Like how many different schools, how many different islands do you work with?
Well, pretty much through all the islands here in Hawaii. There's about 45 GSAs, and that's public and private schools. Again, going from middle all the way up to colleges. I have a focus of about 10 to 15 that are very really strong GSAs that I can able to work with. I can work with the teachers, the advisors, and also the youth. But every year it kind of starts all over again. Sometimes a lot of my strong youth graduate. They're seniors, they gotta go, and so kind of work with the new, and a lot of them are not as open, not as really willing to kind of do as much as they did before. So yeah, that's pretty much a decent ratio, about maybe 1,000 youth total or so out of 45 schools.
So we're here at the Life Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the GSA's relationship with the Life Foundation?
So in 2011, the Life Foundation started GSA Hawaii. The Life Foundation has been here in Hawaii for over 30 years. That basically helps with HIV/AIDS awareness, prevention, and all of that. So they wanted to do something that really helped out our youth, and so they started GSA Hawaii. 2012, they got a 3-year grant to basically fund what we needed to for programs and everything that events-wise for GSA Hawaii. But unfortunately, tomorrow is our last day. As of July 1st, we no longer have funding. We've tried, but it is difficult to get funding. So basically what's happening is they didn't quite want to close the program, but again, with no money, it's hard. So I've been working with them.
They just wanted you to work for free. That's what it came down to.
Basically, it's kind of like,
well, yeah, you can keep doing it, but we're not going to pay you.
Right, yeah, because like, we don't have any money. So
yeah,
we're trying to work, and I told them that I will do whatever I can as long as we can. I'm going to continue to work and run the program. They are trying for some other grants. They're still working hard. This morning, I had to meet with one of our grant writers to see what we can do. So because they don't have the funding, I no longer have an office here at the Life Foundation. So I basically, luckily, I have a company that I have a home office at, so I basically just moved all my GSA Hawaii stuff there, my files, all my stuff. So I'm going to continue to do everything I can, but just the fact that because even Life Foundation doesn't have as much money as, we all struggle, that I basically moved out and basically just working out of my home office for that.
Okay, so this funding issue, we talk about trying to maybe gain donations, whether it's from a corporate level or from an individual level.
Mm-hmm.
If someone wants to make a donation to the GSA Hawaii, how can they do that, and where does that money go?
Okay, so easily go to gsahawaii.org, our website. We have a little tab there for donations and stuff like that. So you can basically do that, send in our donation. All of our money, or all the money that is donated to GSA Hawaii, will help our youth. None of it goes to pay bills. None of it goes to pay me. That's the number one thing is, I will make sure that, it never has been in the past, and it never will ever be anyway. So it helps our youth, it helps our programs, it helps our events. Event-wise, we try and do an LGBTQ prom every year. Because again, not everybody's accepted at their school, and they, sometimes they may have a girlfriend, a boyfriend that they want to take, but a lot of the schools don't allow it. But here you can dress the way you want to dress, for our transgender youth. They can come in the prom dress that they want or whatever. So we have that. We try to do LGBT movie screenings, and we try to provide that for our youth. Other than that is our programs. I have a GSA Hawaii Youth Leaders. Basically, it's a program that helps train and empower our youth that want to do more in life. And also our youth circle. And basically with youth circle, it's kind of our support group, discussion group. We can help them. You know, they have issues that they deal with on a daily basis, so we want to be here for that. But so because of all the money that we don't have anymore, basically, we're unable to fund all of these programs and events.
You feel like the presence of the GSA encourages young people to be able to come out, you know, closeted kids and everything?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, when they realize that a GSA is at their school and it creates a safe space and they can come there and they can talk to whoever, and knowing that they are accepted there, it totally makes people kind of come on and be more confident. It really builds confidence to know that you feel safe. Sometimes you don't have that at home, and many people don't have that at school, so we have to start somewhere. So find a safe space at home and then they can build. And usually, in many cases, I've seen youth over the time that I've been the director here, they've been more comfortable and able to come out to their parents. And some parents were very accepting, you know, but it's the fact that it's so hard to take that first step in saying, Mom, Dad, I'm gay, you know, I'm a lesbian, you know, I'm transgender, stuff like that, and they can start with it. So it does help with the self-esteem and confidence, and it really does help everything that we do.
And we talked before, and again, we're recording video here on the GoPro that'll go up on YouTube, but we're simultaneously using Meerkat to stream this interview. So some of you guys are watching live, and some of you guys are watching on YouTube after the fact. So welcome to both audiences here. Again, we're here with Kaulana from GSA Hawaii, and one interesting thing that we spoke about earlier in our Meerkat interview is the education of teachers and principals who may be resistant to even having an organization like this in their school to begin with.
Yep.
So talk about how the GSA helps break down that barrier.
Yeah. So first thing is, once a teacher, a counselor, someone who will be an advisor for the GSA comes to us and say, hey, I want to start one, what do I need to do? So they reach out to the youth. A lot of times they already have a youth that wants to be a member or to be the president of the GSA. So it starts out with that. And a lot of it is they have all these questions like, how do you deal with transgender youth, you know? And that comes from the teachers and principals and student activity coordinators and, you know, VPs and everybody. So what we try and do is give you the education that you need to understand how to be accepting across of everybody. Some people don't purposely want to feel like they are doing something wrong, and they want to make sure they're not doing something wrong, so they come to us for education. I work with that with GLSEN. The GLSEN chapter here in Hawaii that basically provides that education with them. So it's basically working with everybody and getting it to out there, because education is number one. If you don't understand what's going around, you know, we know this world constantly grows every day. Things change and move around, and you know, new laws come to be, you know. But to educate them on that across the board, from teachers all the way to students, really helps them with their GSAs.
Now, part of my the big part of my journey has been the role of volunteers. So do you have volunteers that work with the GSA? Do you have individuals that give through their time?
We do have some. A lot of them are usually students who are at the UH, the universities here, who are becoming social workers. So they're getting their masters and kind of help them. But the hardest part is a lot of our volunteers cannot work with the youth yet. Mainly the biggest thing is their youth. There's things we can and cannot do. Even at prom, for example, there's local magazines and newspapers that would love to come to see the event to take pictures, but you can't take pictures of our youth. You know, this is a safe space for them, and you can't out them. You know, on
right.
Putting it in a local newspaper. Oh, Jason White had this prom for all these youth.
Well, we can out you.
Yeah, totally. I've outed myself many times.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that's kind of the thing is working with you, knowing how to deal with them, what the laws of every pictures and images and going out, especially social media is so easy to get things out there, but we have to take care of our youth, and that's the number one thing that I do. So volunteer wise, we do have some very basic stuff, but it is difficult. I do a very extensive kind of knowing about them before they actually work one-on-one with them.
Gotcha. Talk about the emotions you felt on Friday.
Whew, it was amazing. It was amazing to know that, luckily for about a year and a half ago, we passed it here. the same-sex marriage bill.
Yeah.
It was amazing to be a part of that, to be that whole week, and be there at our state capitol, and just to feel and to see it. I can't even explain it, but knowing that across the board, all 50 states, we are one country. You know, we are the United States of America, united. You know, like, to say that, you know, this is such a great opportunity. I have so many friends from from different states, and now they are able to be together with their partner. It's the best feeling ever. But on top of that, this is step one. We still have so many more steps just to get equal rights across the board. And like many people said, it's not gay rights, it's human rights, it's equal rights. We're all human, we're all different, but we should all get the same rights. Wow. I just want to say to everybody watching us on YouTube right now, again, Chris reached out to me about a week and a half ago or so. Again, it was kind of crazy because I was moving out of one office and didn't have access to emails and all that kind of stuff. So we finally got into contact. But as I've said earlier, and I want to make sure everybody, this man right here is amazing. For him to take his time, he's in Hawaii. He could be at the beach, he could be enjoying more food and all this kind of stuff, but he's here talking to me and talking about the organization. And I mentioned this. Everybody asks, what does aloha mean to you? In Hawaii, that's the biggest thing. What is aloha? You know, some people think it's, oh, hello and goodbye. It's so much more than that. And this is what aloha is. For someone to come and spend his time to allow us to speak and talk about what's going on in, again, the same country we all live in, but we're just in the middle of the ocean. But I just, again, want to thank you and everybody to know that you truly are the spirit of aloha.
Well, thank you, Kaulana. You're making me blush even more than the sunburn is letting on. But this really has been a pleasure. Let's remind everybody one more time, GSAHawaii.org.
Yes.
And their donations, let's go through that one more time. So
Yep.
their donations will go to where?
All the donations will help our youth through our programs, events. It will not pay for anyone's salary. It will be no one's paycheck. It will not pay the bills. It will go to our youth. Being a director, I have made sure that happened from the beginning. But anything helps. $5, $10, $20, whatever. Because honestly, as of July 1st, we have nothing. We're starting from scratch. We're not able to do any events that we normally do every school year. You know, August 1st, our youth go back to school, and I can't help them in any way. You know, just as simple, some money for buttons, or from, you know, club shirts, just for something. I mean, it goes some way to help our youth. But you go to our website, gsahawaii.org. There's a donation tab, and
Right here. I love doing the animation. Right there it is.
it's like magic.
Yep. That's the YouTube magic.
Right.
Sorry, Meerkat. We're not at that point yet. We're not going to go like this. But
yeah, and all the money will go there. And again, if you do donate, make sure I have your email address, and I want you to know and everybody to know what we are doing with it. You know, events that we do and stuff like that. So,
Kaulana, it's been a pleasure.
no, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Really nice to meet you. And again, GSAHawaii.org. You can make a difference, and you can help Kaulana and help these youths in Hawaii live their lives and be proud of who they are. And I really appreciate your time, you know, spending here on your last day of getting paid. But please go check out GSA Hawaii. If you have the means to make a donation, it would really make an enormous difference in the lives of all these youths.